to Durbania. I'm Durbin, and this is my spoiler-free review for Inferno, the third movie in the Da Vinci Code movie franchise, and honestly, my favorite of the three. I kind of went into this movie thinking I would enjoy it, but I was surprised by how drawn into the movie I was. And right from the beginning, this thing drew me in, because you have Tom Hanks playing the character Robert Langdon, who's the lead guy, the college professor from Cambridge throughout all these books. Right from the beginning, he's in a hospital bed. He is in some kind of weird delirium. I mean, he's having weird apocalyptic Book of Revelation type visions that are just, what is going on? And then it's just all kinds of, then shooting starts, and he's like, wait, how am I in Italy? How did I get here? I mean, like, the whole thing, it seriously, the movie from the start, it takes you and it drops you right in the middle of this fray, and you have Robert Langdon not even remembering how he got where he was. And so it's just like, what is happening? I mean, just from that first just 5 minutes of the film, I was sucked in there like, what is happening right now? What is going on? And then, of course, as it goes, it begins to build the story and build the revelations and what's going on and all that stuff. And one of the things that I also really liked about the way they did this movie and the way they did it with Robert Langdon, like, especially in the Da Vinci Code, but in the other two, you know, he's a very college professor. I will give lectures, and I know everything there is to know about all history and mankind, and I never forget a thing. And so it's kind of like when you watch those other movies, there's a little bit of a detachment. Not that the character's bad. I love Tom Hanks, and I love the way Tom Hanks portrays it. But even in the Da Vinci Code, like, as much as I want to like Robert Langdon more than I did, it's kind of like, well, what's going on here? I have to wait for him to be professory and explain things to me. He gets excited about things. It's like, what are you excited about? What's going on? Explain it to me! And then finally he explains it. It's like, oh, I get it. But, you know, it was very lectury. What I liked about this one, he's still really smart. And we still need him to teach us about Dante, about, you know, Dante's picture of hell and all those things. And it's interesting when he does go into that, and it is still college professory. But by opening the movie with him having no memory of how he got where he got, and putting us in the same position as him, being like, what is happening? He's asking what is happening, we're asking what is happening. It really dropped us on the same level as Robert Langdon in this. So this one, I felt more connected to Robert Langdon than I did in the other two. Even though he was definitely way smarter than me and, you know, had to teach me throughout the movie, I still felt like I was trying to figure this out along with him more so than the other two, and I really liked that. So Tom Hanks did a great job in this movie. His portrayal of Robert Langdon, wow, why can't I say his name? His portrayal of Robert, we'll just say that, was fantastic. I love Tom Hanks. He's a great actor, and no different in this movie. He was a great actor, and I was really engaged with it. Jyn Erso, I know she's got a real name. I'm just going to call her Jyn Erso from Rogue One. She's in this movie. And it's funny, it took me into the last scene of the movie when her hair was kind of the same as the hair as her character Jyn Erso, and I went, heh, she reminds me of Jyn Erso from Rogue One. Wait a minute, and then I look it up, and it's Jyn Erso. I don't think I've seen Felicity Jones and anything else. If I did, I don't really remember. So for me, this is like the first feature I'm seeing her in, kind of like a preview of her as an actress before seeing her in Rogue One. I guess it's not a preview because she is an actress and she was in this movie. Point is, she did a really good job and I really enjoyed it. The guy who played, I think I'm saying his name right, Maserani in Jurassic World, kind of the Hammond character in Jurassic World, he was in this movie. There's something about that actor, I don't know what it is, but I like him. I like him as an actor. Whatever character he plays, I really like. So I enjoyed his character in this movie. And then you had the bad guy in this movie, and the actor must have done his job right because I really didn't like him. Now, here's the thing. He was not this sinister, villain. He was not that. No, he was the, I know everything there is to know about everything, so everything that I'm saying and doing is the right course of action. That's just how it is. I am just so smart, and I'm even better because I'm acting on my smartness. Let's kill billions of people, because what could be bad about that? He was that kind of character. He angered me. So really, I don't know what else to say. I thought the story was pretty engaging. It was a good story. You get from the trailer, it's about a virus that's supposed to thin out the herd of humanity and kill billions of people so that, you know, it's not as much humanity, I guess. So that's the plot. They're racing to find this virus and this guy left a series of clues. To tell you more would be spoiler territory. And so it's kind of like the other two things where it's just, hey, let's go solve a puzzle. So that is the movie. It is Let's Solve a Puzzle. It is a giant scavenger hunt. So you just got to kind of go in expecting it. It's like that's the genre of movie. You're getting a huge scavenger hunt, find the clues, figure out the next clue. That is what it is. But I enjoyed it. I thought that was kind of fun. As it got towards the end, my wife said, like, she was a little bored in some of those places at the end where they got more into Dante and things like that and were kind of explaining things. And that's kind of where it took a turn. It was a little bit more like the other movies. But there was just so much action and so much stuff going on leading up to that at that point it was too late. I myself was just totally engaged with it, and I really wasn't bored, but that's what my wife said. So she was a little bored towards the end. I was still totally engaged at the end, so there's two different points of view there. But really, I had a lot more fun with this movie than I was expecting. So I'm going to give it an A- because of how surprised I was by what I got out of this film. So if you saw Inferno, what did you think of this movie? Make sure to let me know in the comments. Also, Sunday, Durbania turns 1! Yeah! So we're doing a special first birthday video, Laura and myself, and the Q&A that I talked about a little bit earlier in one of my earlier videos. We're doing that question and answer thing. So you get the chance to check that out on Sunday and all that fun stuff. So be watching for that. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed. Then you can be on top of all kinds of awesome new videos like that coming out here on Durbania. So hit that subscribe button. Get notified when that birthday video releases and all that fun stuff. I'm Durbin. Thank you so much for checking out Durbania.